Okay, welcome back for another episode of Canteen Cup Tuesday. And before you say anything, there's going to be no Vienna sausages, no SpaghettiOs, no Spam, no nothing in this one. I was chatting with a friend of mine, a guy named Brian Story, and Brian has a pretty cool channel. He's a photographer. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description below. I was chatting with him on Facebook, and he came up with the idea of said, "Hey Matt, how about recreating some Depression era recipes and do them in a canteen cup?" And I thought that was a great idea the more I thought about it. So I said, hey, what's the easiest thing to cook? And I came out with the common denominator of the potato. Now, there's a lot of things you can do with a tater. You can throw it at somebody, you can stick it in somebody's exhaust pipe, or you can cut it up and make an excellent tater soup. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make some Depression era potato soup out of this nice Idaho tater. So stay tuned. Okay, so here we go. We got our good old canteen cup, and instead of one huge tater, we got 3 little taters. My wife wants me to use up the little taters first. So what we're going to do is, I'm not even going to peel these taters because I actually like the potato skins on them. So I'm going to see how this works. I just washed these off, and they're ready to roll. So I'm gonna just cut up these taters in little cubes. I think I'm gonna do it like this, and then we're gonna do it like that, and then we're gonna do this one like that. Okay, and then we're gonna go like this. We're just gonna cube these up into little cubes so that we can start making our Depression era tater soup. So, whilst I proceed with cubing up my taters, I'm going to cube these up because nothing's more exciting than either cubing up potatoes or watching water boil. So, I'm going to cube these up and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. We got our taters all cubed up. And like I said, I'm leaving the skin on them because I actually like the skin. And we got to cook these potatoes down, so we're just gonna throw them in our canteen cup here. Oop. Oh yeah. Ooh man, this is gonna be a lot of tater soup. Look at that. Ooh, all right. 3 little taters. Okay. And we're just gonna cover them with water. Because you got to bring these to a boil and they have to cook down. Now we're going to add the special ingredient, which is this. This is absolute gold. Me and my wife cook breakfast on Sunday morning. And whenever we cook bacon, we save the bacon grease, and this is absolutely gold. I'm going to put maybe about a half a teaspoon in my good old Dollar Tree spoon. I'm going to put about half a teaspoon of bacon grease in there. God, that even tastes good. And you can add, you can use butter if you don't have bacon grease. You can use butter. Some people use lard. That's kind of the same thing as lard. But we got our bacon grease in there. But you know what they say? Breakfast, if you have breakfast without bacon, somewhere a kitten is sad. All right, let's get this. We're gonna get this on the fire. We're gonna get these taters on the fire, and we are gonna put top on our canteen cup, and we're gonna get that boiling, and I'll come back. All right, looks like our water's starting to boil. Getting our tater concoction going here. Oh yeah. And I put that bacon grease in there. Now I can turn this down a little bit. Now it's starting to boil. Turn our stove down. And we're gonna let this boil until these potatoes are cooked, and until these potatoes are nice and tender. Oh yeah, look at that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to throw a little bit of salt and pepper in. about a half a teaspoon of salt, about a half a teaspoon of pepper, because, you know, it's a Canteen Cup. So, ooh, man, that smells good now. All right, I'm gonna let these continue to cook until these taters are nice and tender, and then we'll be back. Okay, so while our taters are cooking over there, we're gonna grab just a little bit of milk and about a half a teaspoon of cornstarch. Oh yeah, and mix this up, because this is going to go in, make our soup nice and creamy. Now you don't really have to use this step, and Canteen Cup Tuesday is meant to be made on the trail when you don't have to refrigerate stuff, but you could easily use some powdered milk or something. You know, I'm just gonna give it a little color, and it's the taters are actually making their own broth. I'll show it to you right here. It's almost like a beef broth now, and it smells really, really good with the bacon grease and the salt and pepper in it and stuff. So I think I'm going to add that at the very end, and I'm going to put this little cornstarch and milk mixture aside, and we're going to continue to cook our taters. All right. Ooh, look at those taters. Oh yeah. They're starting to soften up pretty good here. A few more minutes, and I just got these going at a light boil here. You know, nothing too harsh or anything, but you got to cook them taters up. And like I was saying, it's actually making its own broth. So I might add the milk mixture, or I might not. I'm gonna have to see how it looks in the bowl. But I know I got a couple secret ingredients that you guys will recognize and know and love. All right, these have been cooking for about 10 minutes, and you can actually kind of cut these with a spoon. So I'm pretty sure that these are done. So I'm going to get these off the fire. Then we'll see what we're talking about. So we're going to take that off there. We're going to turn our stove off. Oh yeah. All right. Now, we got tater soup. Man, that's real hot. That smells great. Nice salt pepper mixture in there. Now, I think we're gonna put the milk mixture in here. So hold on. All right, here we go. Ooh, look at that. Here is our milk and our cornstarch mixture. A little bit of cornstarch in the bottom. That ought to really thicken up the gravy. All right, that's not looking too bad. All right. Oh yeah. Now, we could totally eat it right out of the Canteen Cup, but since this is tater soup, what I think I'm going to do is be a little bit easier to eat it out of the bowl. Oh man. All right, look at that. Get a little taste. That's pretty good. Okay, let's go over and sit down and put the finishing touches on there. Okay, here we go. We got our Depression era tater soup. It's nothing but some cubed up potatoes and some water. Now all the taters are nice and soft. I left a skin on them. You know, I don't even have to peel these. If you were out on the trail, you could totally do it like that. And a little bit of water and a little bit of milk. You could get away with powdered milk on the trail. And some salt and pepper and bacon grease, because you know what I said about the kittens and bacon grease. So you could totally do it just like this, and you could totally eat it just like that. It's actually not bad. That would be great for the trail. Nothing refrigerated, but y'all know me. Nothing is really ever complete without cheese. So we are going to get ourselves our proper presentation with a little bit of cheese on top. And all this talk about bacon kind of made me hungry, so I had some bacon. So I'm just going to crumple up some bacon on the top of here. You know, a little bit of bacon. Got a little bit left. Oh yeah, that's where we got the bacon grease from. All right, now, what would it be without some good old Louisiana hot sauce? You know what I mean? Just a drop. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Wow. All right, let's get some tater. Mmm. Wow. That is really good with the cheese and the bacon. Mmm. Depression era potato soup a la Florida Boy Survival. This is where it's at. You could duplicate this on the trail real easy. You know, all I did was boil up some potatoes, a little salt and pepper, a little bit of half a teaspoon of bacon grease in there, give it some flavor. And that really created a nice kind of bacon broth, and it cooked up the potatoes in it really quick and easy. You know, cubed them right up, left the skin on. I elected to put in the milk and the cornstarch, and you could easily do that on the trail too. Little cheese and bacon bits and hot sauce just for good measure, and you got Depression era potato soup. Try this recipe. Oh, it is great. Whoo, the salt and pepper in there, and the hot sauce and the cheese, and now the crunchy bacon with the nice soft potatoes is awesome. Give this one a try. This is great. You notice there's no SpaghettiOs, no Vienna sausages, no devil ham spread or whatever. This is good old Depression era potato soup. Once again, coming to you from sunny, warm Central Florida. This is Matt, the old Florida boy, and I will see you on the trail.